morning. Happy 4th of July. If y'all are sleeping on Chapel Road, wake up, because she's awesome. Not to be a counterpoint to other Lego selling vlogs, but there's one in particular that I'm thinking of, and there's always like bin shop row kind of things in the background, or lots of times there's fairly religious music in the background, so I'm just providing another view. Listen to what you will, but I recommend Chapel Road. That all said and done, I went ahead and got the next set parted out, the Friends animal whatever sanctuary thing. This one, it's not like there's any great number of unique pieces in here, but it was a bunch of stuff that I didn't have, and it had a great part out value for what it was. I think I got it like 50 or 60% off. So after going through and pricing my way, we come to $171.46. That's for just 2 sets. Excuse me. Coffee's coming back or something. But anyhow, I paid $19 a piece for them, and I got $171 for 2. So our part out value is 4.5. So that was part of the reason why I got it. The figs, they may or may not sell, but they're 16 and 7 is 25. Is that right? Yeah, no, 23. So even if this dropped down to 150, we're still at a 4 part out value. So even without the figs, and probably the sides don't want to ever sell, everything else is pretty good stuff. So some of it may sell, some of it might not sell for a long time, but it's still a great part of value, and a couple sets on clearance I'm always good for. I have not yet uploaded them, so let's go ahead and do that now. It's very awkwardly holding the camera. It's the brick and axle separator. That's what's really gonna give me the sales. All right, consolidate, new price, paste. Load, shift, select, export. I guess I have that camera chest harness that I never wear. 101 new lots. All right, let's see how those wanted list notifications, just because that's what people love to get. Copy for a second. All right, so that brings us up to doesn't have the fun blocking the window. 137,627. Number of lots is 11,598. Nice. I had something make an order. Says we'd lost a decent amount of lots, and then I've discovered some of the parts that I thought I had apparently were not in the drawer, so I put them in the stock room so I could find them for another time. But anyhow, it's nice to get that done, taken care of. So we can finally mark off. I can't even see it. I'm having to look through the camera to see it. Friends animal. After I finished the last clip of the last video, I put fix sesh down because always fix sesh. I'm gonna have some drawers to solve again. I just need to probably put tiles in a bag. This is all just 2x2 tiles, but they're too big for one drawer. Yeah, and I pretty sure there's other colors elsewhere. Then this one is just it's a lot of different stuff in there. I just need to get in there and probably put all the jumper plates in their own bin. Obviously that one's just nuts full, and it's dumb because I've got like round white things with other round white things, which is never going to work. All right, new to this list is 3 drawer numbers, and I'm going to show you my shame. D35. Within this drawer, we have some that are, I think that's considered right. It's wherever the short side is. And some that are left. And that's how I have this drawer. That's a terrible way to do it. But that's apparently how I've done it. So that needs to be fixed. And that will be annoying. Wide 6. This is a massive shame. So you'll have to forgive me, my family. But we have some of those in there. We have some of these in there. We have some of these. And we have some of these. I feel like there's one more kind in here. Maybe that's it. But yeah, that's... Don't do this. That's just bad choices all around. So that drawer needs to be fixed. Probably do that one first. So that's wide 6. And then wide 30, if I can read my own handwriting. Oh yeah, this one is nice and stuffed, but the problem is it also has some of those, some of those, some of those. So it's got a combination of a few different part types that are all way too similar, which was okay, not fine, just okay when there was a little bit in the drawer, but now the drawer's absolutely stuffed. It needs to be fixed. So that's the 3 drawers I've identified that need the most love. Inverted slopes was one that I took care of. Yeah, so one more set parted out. That leaves the friend's boat, which I have 7 of, so that's going to be a big part out. And the wish house that I have 3 of. So I might just fix these drawers and then do the wish house first, just because there's only 3 and that'll get stuff in faster. And save the friend's boat for last because it's going to be a bear. And yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. I'll take things that do not look red for $200, Alex. There's the red. It's a good thing there's that, the banner that says red. The color's a little off from the camera, obviously, as it always goes. But that definitely looks like coral in the picture. So, good job, Bricklink, for having pictures that no one can decipher. Anyhow, I'm packing a couple of great orders. Some nice, like, Speed Champion type stuff. There's some dials and Mustang symbol down there. And this one's all like Castle, but then it's also got some great, so like there's the Noir Detective. That's from the Series 26. Alien Hunter, the one with the pink helmet. 2 of those swords, which I think were Harry Potter Godric Gryffindor swords. Some hair from one of the CMFs, I think. Then these 2 were from the orange and the green. Are from the Everyone is Awesome set. This is from the Vita Girl, I believe the workout girl, CrossFit girl. And then just like, what an array of great heads. All like that kind of Castle Bandit era type stuff with some dark gray halberds black one down there, shield. Did I mention the horses? 2 horses. So, then I'm also getting dragon body that I have, and then another head, a few heads, and Johnny Depp. I almost said Johnny Thunder. Whatever the character is, whose name is completely escaped. Jack Sparrow. Headdress. So, yeah, having fun picking these orders. These are great orders. Thank you so much for getting them from me. And they will go out tomorrow on July 5th because the mail is obviously not open today.
Good morning. We've had a pretty significant change to this shop. This was the small Ripper Dock office, and when I started making a chair and getting things to fit in here with the doctor and everything, it was just way too crowded, and I didn't like it at all. I was never really thrilled with how it was going, so I took all that out, made it kind of a used record store. I'm sure they operate all over, but there's a chain called CD Warehouse that I remember when I was basically a kid, and they're still around. And a place called CD Warehouse, I'm kind of surprised they're still around when a bunch of other things like FYE and I'm forgetting the other names. There's a 2 or 3 music chains that basically just sold music that have all gone by the wayside, but CD Warehouse is still around. So this is kind of my homage to CD Warehouse in whatever year Neo Atlanta is supposed to be set in. So there's still a CD Warehouse cooking away. So I wanted to get the floor marked up without actually putting it down yet. So I came up with this little deal. Here's the register. All the figs are just basic temporary right now. But so it's a 4x8 setup. So that's what's there. So the record buyer can stand here. The customer who's at the counter will stand on that one. And our guy will be there. So it's kind of like how it was. You maybe have your exclusives that are behind him. The little shelf here. There's a shelf piece down here. See, it's fine. It works. There's not really room for coming up with a fascia on this. There's probably room, but I didn't want to deal with it. So that is where that went, and I am pretty happy about this. Definitely happier than what I did have with a half-baked Ripper Dock. So I'm going to transfer all these into there and be able to finish off this section so I can keep going up, and then I got to figure some stuff here. I'm going to build a little sign for the shop here. I think I mentioned in a previous clip, sorry, I'm still fighting that sickness. I mentioned in a previous clip that I got the Ninjago City Gardens and Ninjago, was it the marketplace that has the little car, the carriage car. And just I'm only 16 bags in, so about 3/4 of the way through the city gardens. And just the building techniques and the signs and everything, it just super inspirational, and it made me realize more just how I say bland some of this I have going on was. And I don't want to make it too busy, but I did want to be able to put some stuff in here and make it look a little bit snazzier. It's not applicable everywhere. That's more for a sign above the shop, something along the sides here, and then whatever I do up top. So yeah, that was just a moment of inspiration for me based on all that, and I'm really happy with how that is now. One of the things they talk about in the Neo Atlanta and New Hashima discords is just a lot more of form over function, not getting caught up in the details of how this shop would work and how this would work and this would work, but just kind of going with the basic forms, just making things look more pretty than actually like worrying about the details of it being properly functional as, you know, a ripper duck or a hospital or whatever. So kind of with that in mind and everything, I'm just going forward on this. And this just seemed way better for me for having a lit up first floor kind of building. And it always was a little unsure because my sign that lights up on the little kiosk here says mods and it points for upstairs. So having a shop down here kind of didn't make sense to that. Again, I'm getting stuck in the function, but it all works together. And this isn't getting too caught up in the details, but I'll be able to put a ripper dock up for like the whole area up top. And I want to have more space to advertise like arms and legs and those kinds of mods, and not necessarily even have to see the inside of the shop. So I think it'll serve all of this better overall.